Ask any salesperson what the most important factor is when it comes to a prospect wanting to buy from them, and it comes down to that word, trust. Trust is one of the key words that I tell everyone in sales they have to be able to build. So in this new video, I'm going to share with you 7 key points that you can use to build trust in you and your company so that you can convert more prospects into customers. Let's have a look at the video. Point number 1. We trust people who we generally feel are warm and who engage with us in the right way. How often does it feel that you want to trust someone that looks miserable, that you don't feel you're going to get a relationship with? It's essential that when we build trust, we greet people warmly, we engage in a friendly tone with them, and we show that we're a nice, genuine person. Prospects want to work with people that are genuine and they know are good at what they do and that can deliver a service for them. So be friendly, be warm, be genuine, act in the right way, and try and build an initial trust from the first moment you engage with someone through the way you speak to them and the way you engage with them. Point number 2, try and talk slowly when you engage with your prospect and listen intently to what they're having to say. It's really key, and it's a challenge that I've always had to face. So many things I want to say, but actually if you're not careful and you talk too quickly, the other person starts to wonder whether you're basically telling mistruths or whether you're basically trying to talk too much to compensate for what you don't know or for a mistruth. Talk slowly, outline what it is you can do, and ask the right type of questions to engage with your prospect, and then listen intently. Look at them, really focus on them and remove other distractions so that you can show them that you really care about them and that you're really focused on helping them achieve their goals. Do that and it's going to help you build trust and show to them that you're a person that they really can do business with. Point number 3, keep to your word and follow up on the actions when you said you would. How often do you feel when you've maybe engaged with someone that's giving you a quote, whether you then don't get the quote at the right time or it comes back maybe a few days later without you being even told that it's going to be late? If you are a salesperson and you say you're going to do something on a Friday, get it done by that Friday. And if you, for some reason, you can't get it done, then make sure you phone and tell the prospect that you can't get it done and why. And by the way, you only have one chance at that. You can't keep telling the prospect time and time again, sorry, it's not going to happen. If you are going to promise something, make sure that you do it. And my advice to you is to under-promise and over-deliver. If you say you're going to get a proposal done by Friday and you think you can get it done by then, suggest Monday. Because in that way, if you do suggest Monday and you deliver it by Friday, you improve the way in which you're perceived with your prospect. The worst thing to do is to say it's going to be delivered by Friday and then not deliver it. It's a mistake I've made in the past, and I know it's dented my prospects' trust in me. Don't let that happen. Deliver on your word. Point number 4 is to make sure that the product or service that you have is reliable and is loved and liked by other people. If you've got a service that does what it says on the tin, which is also something that solves a problem or delivers a want for someone, then ultimately people are going to trust you because they can see that you've done it before and they can see that it's worked with other people or in other companies. If what you do is good, share the stories around how you've done it and be able to show to your prospect that they can achieve the same results if they take the same actions that person X or company Y did. Be able to demonstrate how good you've been through the reliability and quality of what you offer, and I can assure you it's going to help build trust with the prospect and it's going to help make them think that you're the right company to work for them. Point number 5 is to be accessible. Let me be honest with you. If you wanted to work with someone now and you looked on their maybe website page or their social media page and they last updated something maybe a year ago, would you really feel like you're going to trust them to work with them? Or maybe on social media their last update was maybe 6 months ago. Rightly or wrongly, we make judgments as prospects based upon how accessible that person can be. We want to feel like we can trust them and engage with them and for them to get back to us. And we really make judgments on those aspects when it comes to choosing the companies we work with. Be accessible, be visible, and of course if you're away on holiday or other things have happened, have a backup plan so that your prospects can know that if they do put their trust in you, it's not going to be lost as a result of you disappearing into thin air. Make sure they realise you're accessible and always available to help them, and it's going to help build trust that you're the right person to work with. Point number 6 is for you to be honest and transparent. In business and in life, things go wrong. It's natural, it happens. In my business career, I've always thought it's just illogical to think that nothing will ever go wrong. It always does. Things happen that when you least expect or when you least want. Some of the biggest companies in the world have had challenges. But what's defined those companies and the way in which other people then think and trust them is the way in which they've communicated and been transparent about what's happened. If you're honest and are able to say, hey, we made a mistake here, we got this wrong, and actually this is how we're going to learn from it, then people more often than not will give you the benefit of the doubt. But if you're actually in a position where you want to lie or tell other truths or try and hide something, then basically your prospects are going to think, well, if they're hiding that, what else are they going to hide? And it puts a dent in your trust rating. Be in a position to be open, honest, and really transparent with your prospects about you and your company and what you do. They'll know you're not going to get everything right, but if you get more things right than wrong, and if you open and tell them when things have gone wrong and how you've learned from it, it's going to help you show that you're a good company and someone they should work with. And the final point, number 7, is to be consistent. We all in business and in life in general like consistency. And as prospects, we engage and work with companies where we get a consistent service. Take McDonald's, for example. Why is McDonald's one of the biggest burger chains in the world? Many would say it's not because of the quality of their food, it's because of the consistency of delivery. You know, if you want to buy a Big Mac, if you go to Moscow to Manchester, it's the same type of product you're going to get. And it's that consistency as prospects that we like, because we want to know that when we do something, we're going to get the same result time and time again. If you can be consistent in your brand and the way in which you engage with your prospect and the way in which you work, it's going to help build trust in you and your company and what you do, and it's going to help reassure your prospects that they are not going to be any different to your past customers who've had great success. They're going to think, I'm going to work with this guy and I'm going to get the same results time and time again. Just in the same way as when you go to McDonald's and you buy a Big Mac, you know it's the same as the person that's just left the queue. Focus on consistency and it will help build trust and put you in a great position to work with that prospect moving forward. So there are my 7 tips on what you can do to build trust in you and your service and what you offer as a person. And I believe it's essential that you get your prospects to trust you implicitly, trust your company, and trust your product and service so that they can do business with you. If you do those things, you're going to be in a far better place to win new business. But tell me what you think. Do the 7 points I've mentioned here resonate with you? What else have you used in sales that's given you a great chance to build trust with a prospect? I'd love to hear your comments, and please share them in the section below, and I'd be able to love to have a discussion with you on what you've used to build trust and to show your prospects that you're someone that's worthy of doing business with. I'd also like to thank you again for watching the video. I really appreciate it, and if you like the video, please subscribe so that you can be notified when a new video comes out every Saturday. I'd love to keep sharing my sales ideas and thoughts with you and answering any questions that you may have on how to get better sales results. I hope the video is useful. If you like the channel, please like it, share it with colleagues and friends. And again, I'd love to hear your feedback, but please, whatever you do, focus on building trust for your prospects. It's the most key factor when it comes to buying decisions, and I want you to win more business this year.